Alright, Sunday, and you guessed it, I'm at the garage again. So I decided to put these rods and pistons back in this 78 Corvette, regular L48 base 350. But I've said it before, and I'll say it again. I try to always start off with motors that don't need machine work. See, this is a running motor. It's got good standard bores. It's not cracked. Doesn't have any spun rods or mains. The crank is meh. And yeah, I mean, they're just basic, cast 350. And the bearings ain't great, but like I said, it's a non-machine work needed build. And what would I build it for? I'm glad you asked. See this big old mother Granny Gear SM420 with the parking brake on that shit, and the big fucking crazy rat rod guy stick, and look at that drum on the back. Anyway, that big 4-speed is for my 62 panel, and so that guy right there, day comes, if I ever go get that thing out of the junkyard, then I would just put this together as like a stock rebuild. I mean, it's a 5,000 pound probably truck. It's a 1-ton. It has a 10,000 pound load capacity, so, But this thing right here, I highly recommend this, or one like it. Forget about O-ring compressors. Them shits is trash. Yeah, so like I'm collecting parts for that panel, like these guys right here. These are 2.5 Corvette ram horns. Some guy bought them for a dirt car. They're GM over the counters, but they're friggin' beautiful. They're like brand new. Unfortunately, they have the alternator and the generator mounts on both sides. Man, I got so many manifolds, I don't know what to do. I'm like that lady with the kids in the shoe. And there's more of them. There's more of them. I don't even know what they are. Those are like 350 IROC, I guess, yeah. You got enough oil pans? So yeah, I'm trying to make progress. Got sidetracked, of course, doing that. But that 305 is going to go over there next to that 350. And I'm going to try to hide the rims under the car. That's all trash. These go back on the car. I'm going to try to get that crate up on that shelf over there. And move all this stuff out of the way. And all that stuff, the saws I'm going to jam under the car. And then, yeah. Car is buried. I already put all the 4-speeds under the car. But I'm playing with this. Oh, yeah, I know what I'm doing. I'm playing. I was doing all kinds of progress, and then I stopped to play with this. But I don't want these pistons out anymore. I bought this motor years ago. I took it apart to see if it was all right and to get it out of the back of my truck. And then it's been in storage. And I almost thought about getting rid of it. But I'm not gonna. Sooner or later, every car guy has to come to terms with the fact that he's getting older and priorities change. And you gotta just slow down. You gotta stop buying high dollar race car parts and billet show car shit. And $100,000 cars. Yeah, shit, I can't afford that. I mean, I got probably 40 grand just in rent for this garage over the years since 2012, but that's why I gotta do this shit. That's why I gotta piece shit together. Because I pay this $250 a month. And actually, right now, it's $575 a month. $550 a month. Because I'm paying for both sides. But, you gotta slow down, man. You can't race forever. And the cars today are fucking so fast. And you can't go fast anyway. There's no tracks. They got speed cameras. And slow down. Go to Roy Rogers and slow down. Okay, here's the Sunday, I don't know what the fuck you call it. All the 4-speeds are under 55. And my T5 for my S10. Even the Muncie's under there. So up here now, just some carburetors, and the alternators are all on the floor. And yeah, the Muncie's not there. And I put those two bicycles there now just until I hang them. And There's all kinds of things onto the 55. Hooked the firewall over, and now there's 204 on top of it. All my small block oil pans. This area over here is clearing up really well. Those are Ian's brake rotors. That's Ian's stuff too. All this rustic like farm equipment is going up on my property next time I drove up there, so that'll be gone. I put everything in the 350 vet motor, and this is an actual vet motor, guys. I'm not just saying it's a vet motor. I looked up the numbers. It's a 78 silver anniversary base L48 350. And it's an 86 Monte Carlo L69 high output 305, 5 liter. Guy who had the garage before us, Glenn, he had an SS Monte, put a 350 in it, and left that under the bench for me. That was a running motor. Needed valve stem seals, but I'm not throwing it out. This is the tails from the Saginaws I parted. And there's the gears from the Saginaws I parted. It's the main shaft right there. And yeah, this, I mean, listen. It's a fucking disaster. There's no doubt about it that it's a disaster. But it's a better disaster than it was. I mean, this whole area right here is still an issue. I still got to, next time I come here, I still got to deal with this and all of that stuff. Although he doesn't really need to put his car up that far up. I'm going to chuck the saws under the 55 too next time I come here. I'm tired. I don't want to go home now. Those are all Grand Cherokee window regulators. SS Monte control arms for the rear, upper and lowers. And cowl vents for my panel truck. Some spare Jeep grills. And, but boom, look. Whew, look at that. Go back to the first videos of the storage unit shit when I dumped my storage unit out here. And you'll see how much better that is. And by the way, that's almost all trash. Everything here, well, this is all Jeep stuff. So that's not trash. And this is all wiring and Jeep stuff. And that's Jeep stuff. So that's not trash. But that bucket's all trash. And everything in that crate is trash, and we'll end up trashing that old Briggs & Stratton unless I can find a spot for it. And these rims are going to go on my S10, so they'll be gone. That's a spare for the Monte, spare for the 55 in there somewhere. Those are Anson Sprints, Jeep computers. These Anson Sprints ain't going nowhere. I paid $60 for these at English Town Swap. They're 15.7s. If I can find fronts, I might even put them on the 55. So, before I get going, let me just talk about this V6 again. So the guy I spoke to at the machine shop, he said that static balance, not a dynamic balance, a static balance from the factory is all the connecting rods have to fall into a certain weight range. And that's it. There's a big variance. All the pistons have to fall into a certain weight range, and then they bounce the crank, like static bounce the crank to those weights. So when I put the flat tops in this, all I got to do is have that machine shop press the flat tops onto the 229 rods. Then this thing comes all down to nothing. The block gets all cleaned, rifle brushed, yada yada yada, and by bearings, rings, goes back together with the flat tops. I put valve stem seals in it, lap the valves, and it gets the marine cam, and I don't know what Q-jet I'm putting on it yet. I don't know what that one is, but a Q-jet, a VA Q-jet. The HEI for this is somewhere in my apartment. I gotta go look for it. I gotta get a 4.3 air cleaner. I have the Edelbrock headers. I'll buy a 3-inch catback from LMC Truck. Truck has 373s in it right now. I'm gonna put the 4L60. Whoop, that was in my 55. It's right here. I have my buddy Lou go through it and rebuild it. I have a 2500 stalled Roadrunner converters lockup converter for it. I gotta find a column shift column. I'm gonna get rid of 5-speed. Oh, I love my motors. I really do, man. I know. How many motors do you need? Apparently you need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and if you count the Jeep, 9. Apparently you need 9 Jeep motors. I mean 9 motors. This is the 200R4 for the Monte. It's an actual SS box. I think they call it a CZ code. It's got the good valve body calibrations. I didn't pull a pan yet. I didn't go through it yet. I will. I will go through it. And I will drink some whiskey. And why am I talking like this? Okay, I gotta go. Check it out. And peace out.